there an easy way to remember people's names? Why is it important that we remember people's names, and why are we forgetting those names, and what is that easy method?
Yeah, names are probably one of the hardest things to remember, actually. The reason for that is a name is abstract. So it's like it's a word that doesn't make any sense, right? So if someone says Tansel to you, you're like, yeah, and like you haven't got any association, any meaning behind it. Now, if you know the meaning behind the name, yeah, there's something to hold on to. So that's why it's hard to remember names. And not only that, when you're meeting someone, you might be meeting for a specific reason, like to know more about them, or you want to talk about a particular topic. So your focus goes away from their name to the actual topic that you're talking about. So even if you're focused on remembering a name, oh Craig, and then off to the podcast, right? So the challenge there is, okay, what's the technique? What's the approach to be able to remember the name? Now, I'm glad you asked me this because if I wanted to remember the name Craig, right, I have to find an association, right? So if I come across a name, I have to create an image, right? A story and association. So Craig for me is actually quite an important name, right? My cat's name was Craig. So if I meet another Craig, right, I can imagine, Craig jumping on that Craig and scratching his face, I'm sure all Craigs are male, so I'll say his face. That's the association I have. If I, meet a John, I'm going to picture them in the toilet, right? As in a John. If I meet a VJ Ranganamachandran, right? I'm going to picture VJ, DJing, right? An orangutan jumps on him, right? Causes all this drama and everyone's chundering, right? So I'm just making a story with the name. My name, Tansel, Tinsel, Tonsil, someone yelled out, hey, you Tansel, right? So many associations. So as soon as you start playing around with stories, images, whatnot, it's so much easier to then recall the name because all you have to do is, oh yeah, why was this person bobbing up and down? Ah, their name's Bob.
You demonstrated how easy it can be just by association.